If you're looking for digital cash flow, other streams of income, and you know how important multiple streams of income are, have you ever thought about making money online with zero money to start with? Let the expert Coach Giani help you do this. From Amazon sales to banner advertising, monetizing your website effectively so every click makes you money. Build an online brand that sells and make money off of your website starting right now. Coach Giani offers comprehensive, simple coaching of how to make money online, how to monetize your website, and come out on top in an arena where everybody's trying to get positioned. Go to CoachGiani.com/cashflow. That's CoachGiani.com/cashflow to get started with making money online.
What's up, everybody?
Nice to meet you, Blackwater.
How are you?
Yeah. Oh, nice to meet you.
Hey, how are you?
Very
Nice
great
to meet you. Sorry we're late.
Welcome,
Yeah.
welcome. Welcome to Miami. Hey, how are you? Sherry.
How you doing? Hey, how are you? Or Matchy. Yeah. How you doing?
Anthony.
Nice to meet you. Tai Lopez. I'm here to talk with Grant. We're gonna do a little interview. I'm not sure exactly what we're gonna. Oh, what's going on? How are you? Good to see you.
Dude, do it.
Yeah.
Do it, man. Just do it.
So we're checking out the. Looks pretty well set up here.
Yeah, so basically up front, this is where we run all video, social, web,
Okay.
all that stuff up here. And then actually we have our sales team. So this is where
Hey,
we
Dana, you should run a little. Run your camera. Maybe I'll get a little footage. All right, this is Grant Cardone's place. One for some of his. What's up?
What you mean?
We're doing a little interview.
Collaborate. Brad Lee's on the phone. Brad Lee says you need a light speed system, man.
Do I? Is this what is it? Tell him. What is that?
Hey, dude, Tai Lopez doesn't know who you are, Brad.
No, don't tell him that. Maybe I do.
Well, dude, it just happened. It happened, okay? But that's your fault, Brad. It's not his fault. It's your fault. Okay, if people don't know you, that's your
Let me
damn
snap.
fault.
We're gonna.
Okay, so look. Whoa.
I'm getting ready to do an interview here with Grant
I'm
Cardone.
gonna ask him the deep dirty too.
Oh, no.
I know y'all want me to.
Uh-oh. Here's some of his offices back here. Hello, everybody. Looks like you're pretty organized here. Cool. What are you guys doing here? Is this a boiler room? Making money.
Yeah, I'll follow you on the.
Follow me? Sweet.
So back here we're selling corporate sales training program to companies with 5 salespeople all the way up to
Cool.
5,000. So
Nice.
sales over here on the right.
Who's the back end?
Okay.
Let me just
Uh-oh.
get the back of your head, man. That's good.
Who's back? I like this room. You got like a. You got.
This is
you
a
got
ballroom room,
sales
baby.
going.
Okay. So for
Smells
all,
like money.
dude, look, for all those people that say cold calling's dead, there's proof right here. If it's dead, I got zombies. This is the land of zombies. How long in town?
I'm probably gonna head back this week.
Yeah. Like when?
Probably Thursday, Friday-ish. Do you live near here?
I'm 2 miles from you.
Okay. Nice. So this is what, Aventura?
Yeah, let's have a tour. Come on in.
Cool.
That's our little studio right there.
Oh, sweet.
Different space here.
So this is where you run all operations of
Yeah,
different
run
businesses?
everything. The studios run. The
Yeah.
Grant Cardone TV's run here. We do 5 shows a week here.
Yeah.
Real estate show, marriage show.
So you alternate them Monday, something?
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Yeah.
Every day's got its theme.
Yeah.
So today's freaking Tai Lopez.
Tai
Tuesday.
Lopez. Tai Lopez Tuesday.
Tai
There you go.
Lopez Tuesday. And then
You have, what's the first room? That was
first room's
people?
all our web, everything digital.
Okay. And the other room is all
That's
the
all
corporate programs.
They're banging on big
Yeah.
80,000, 100,000, $1 million contracts. So that's really that's the bones of the company.
Yeah.
I mean, we've dropped 4,000 videos on YouTube. There's
Yeah.
4,100 videos on YouTube.
Huh.
It's all content. Like it's not, It's not a promo. And then I start running into your stuff and I'm like, dude, I forgot to promote it. I didn't promote it. I didn't have a hook in it. I just thought I was dropping content. So there's so much content. It's like, if I went back and recycled that stuff from cold calling to knocking on doors to, retail sales to converting somebody on the internet, like there's so much rich content sitting there that's just live sales calls.
People get lost in content. That's what happens.
And attention span.
Attention spans are short. I mean, and getting shorter daily. So it's a tricky balance because I hear people saying content. It is, but it's gotta be the right content with the right mix and percentage. You give people too much straight stuff and they just feel overwhelmed, You really, you're doing it right. I mean, you got the people who are highly interested that'll pay. You give them the long content. The other people who just gotta be, edutainment. That's kind of what I'm trying to pioneer, that concept of edutainment. Some people have done it, but not really on social media. No one's done it yet. So if you can pull off edutainment, it reaches a lot of people.
Okay, well, let's get in there.
You want me to do Snap or Insta Story?
Tai Lopez right here. Okay, I'm going out to my Lambo. That's right.
We got a car thief.
I'm a car thief. Okay, I look like him. Hey, welcome, Power Players. Every week I try to bring to you somebody in full power, in full glory. Beautiful people. We like beautiful people. And today we have somebody exceptional in all these spaces. We got 4 cameras going. We got Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, YouTube. We got it all going. And we got Tai Lopez,
and we got
my
the
brother.
jet. We got a little mini jet here.
I need a mini jet, man. You know what? I had a dude tell me, a friend of mine says, man, your jet's ugly.
You know what? No matter what you do, there's always stupid people. Never forget that.
Dude, good to have you here. Good to have you here, Tai Lopez. The people that follow me ask a lot of questions about you. I wonder, who is this dude? Okay. I'm glad you're here because I want to ask you straight up. I really appreciate, what you do with social media, dude, is seriously admirable.
Well, I think I'll tell you this.
That's a good thing, dude. That's a good thing.
Thank you, but I was looking at Kim Kardashian the other day. She had 180,000 people watching her live. So me and you got a long way to go.
Yeah, but dude, I mean, come on, man. She had sex with a man on YouTube. But have you done that yet? see, you and I do similar things, but very different.
Right.
And while you do things different, and we got different styles and all that, I've learned a lot watching you, and I really, really appreciate. I mean, I go check out your stuff, man. I'm like, what's he doing, man? What's he doing?
What's your preferred? What do you watch the most? Do you like Insta, Snap? YouTube?
None of that. Those are just channels to me. Okay. So to me, what I'm always watching is your move into an audience, how you lure people in, how you create interest. These are, whether people like it or don't like what you're doing, the ability to get attention.
Right.
Okay, is I think, and you've read a lot of books, and you've studied a lot of people, is one of the attributes of people in power. The ability to get attention.
Yeah.
So who have you, I know you had a mentor, but who are you seeing right now? How do you think about attention? Let me ask you that.
Well, it's like you said, now it's actually interesting. It's become almost a zero-sum game. So a few people are grabbing a lot of attention. Like I was saying, Kim Kardashian live, we were checking the other day, had 180,000 people on it. Why? Well, she's one of the zero-sum. So I read an interesting book. 20, 30 years ago, attention was much more spread out. And right now, because of social media, a few people are right. Same with music. There used to be a ton of small bands because you lived in a little town in Wisconsin, little town in Michigan, and you were able to come in a little closer, Dana.
Yeah, and then let's fix this, too. This is bugging the shit out of me
right
here, okay? This is the way it's
supposed
to
go.
look, man. Come on, man.
We got our Instagram
No, you looking good, too, man. If I move it
reader.
over a little bit, I get your bicep shot.
So, there used to be a lot of little bands. Now, you got 10 or 20. If you look at Spotify's top, you got Drake always up there. You got a handful of people. So, more than ever, like you said, you got to get good at this.
Yeah.
Because or else you'll be completely buried and no one will ever hear from you.
So when you're doing a YouTube video, okay? I mean, I see the cars, I see the Lambo, I see the house, you know. Everybody's got questions about the cars and everything. You know what they are, right? I see the chicks. You always got the chicks in there. I can't do that, dude.
Your wife's going to get you,
I got
man.
a wife and 2 kids, man. I can't have a bunch of 17-year-olds hanging out all the time.
No, not 17. We don't have 17. No, older.
19.
Older.
20.
No, 17.
Okay. So like, that's cool. That's cool. That's, but like when you're doing that, okay, what are you going for? Is there an audience? What's happening?
Well, for me, first of all, you got to understand psychology. And some people don't like one of the things about cars and stuff like that, I think you got to be authentic at a certain level, but no matter how authentic you are, some people are going to question it.
Yeah.
So there's some people out there who think that I just have cars just to get attention, but I don't. I had my first Ferrari probably 08, 09. I never posted a picture on social media for 5 years because I wasn't doing that much. I only really started doing social media 2 years ago. So I haven't done it for that long, and now I just post my life. But one thing I like about social media, it will tell you if you're living an interesting life. So what I try to do now is actually live an interesting life. I don't do anything just like coming to Miami. I don't go, okay, that's gonna be great for my social media. But I've been coming to Miami for years, but now it's awesome. You get the opportunity, have your cake and eat it too. Live an adventurous life for yourself and also share it. And that you couldn't do that before.
Yeah. Well, no, now you can. I mean, you had to have a TV show. You had to be Lucille Ball.
You had to be,
you needed a writer and a script, right? Now
and it wasn't that quick. It wasn't watch me, my life. It was more boring. It was on a set.
So look, this is Power Players. We're going to talk to Tai Lopez today about how he got into this position of power. If you like the dude, like me, don't like him, don't like me, don't like us together, whatever. He's doing his life, okay? He's figuring out, right?
Yeah,
I'm figuring out what I got to figure out. Who were you like as a kid, Ty? That's the story I don't know about you. Little kid, 5, 6, 7 years old. Like, who was Tai Lopez before YouTube?
I mean, I was always somewhat entrepreneurial, but it got squashed. When I was 5 or 6, I told my mom I want to make money, and I had a little tomato stand. I made 25 cents, I think, and
you were a baller.
I was a baller, man. Yeah, I had a single mom.
Yeah, me too.
So the school system now doesn't encourage that at all. And my mom, being a single mom, being busy, she couldn't encourage that. I wish going back, they say the 3 biggest regrets that people have is their education, who they marry, and their career. So for me, I look back and like, man, what opportunity lost, because the younger you start, Warren Buffett, I don't know where he got this stat, but he said the number 1 predictor of success is the age you start. So, if you're watching this and you're 50, I always say, when's the best time to plant a tree? You ever heard that saying? Best time?
Yeah.
Today, 20 years ago, and the next best is today. So I got a somewhat of a young start. When I was a teenager after high school, I went and worked on this farm with Joel Salatin, and he was my first mentor. I was just up there.
So before you go to the farm, though, what I want to do is I want to farm out this, okay?
Yeah.
We're going to come back and talk about education, marriage, and career, and we're going to talk about young girls, too, because we got Tai Lopez here.
You have your daughters. How old are they?
They're 5 and 7.
It's awesome.
Yeah. Hey, welcome back to Power Players. I am just so excited today. We're sitting here goofy on the break. I got Tai Lopez here. A lot of questions, a lot of people asking a lot of things about you, man.
Yep. And we got our content. Let's do our little debate. Here's the debate.
No, wait a minute. We got to do our interview first, okay?
But the interview, we can do interview debate.
No, we're going to do Power Players.
All right, you guys missed it. Off the air, we were having a debate.
And we're going to come back to that question, okay? And we'll let the audience decide. We're going to take one of your calls today. Me and Tai are going to help you with your business. So we're going to take a consulting call. Tai Lopez, 4.5 million followers on Facebook. I know your numbers, dude. 2 million on Instagram. 650,000 on Twitter. You beat me on every freaking social media.
Oh, don't worry about that. Someone always beats everybody.
Dude, I say there's always a bigger dick.
Right? I don't say it quite like that, but it's something like that.
But why don't you?
Because it might be a woman, Oprah Winfrey.
But it's still the same thing. That analogy works even with women.
I agree.
Right?
There is always someone better. So by the time you're Michael Jordan, you're retired, and there's a LeBron.
That's exactly right. So let's talk about your kid. You're selling tomatoes.
Yep.
You think, you want money? You want to be rich? What was the connection with entrepreneurship and money and
I don't think people think I'm more materialistic than I am. I'm much more of an adventurer. Even what I do now I see it as I tell people ask me what they should do with their life. I'm like, be adventurous. At the end of the day, that's more interesting than anything. So, I went off and I lived with the Amish for 2.5 years. I traveled to 40,
So
50
when
countries.
did you do that?
A little bit after high school.
Okay,
I
so
went
but
there
let's talk about. I want to talk
earlier.
about the tomatoes, dude.
So back in the tomato. So back then,
Did
that's
you
what-
sell any tomatoes?
I sold one bag for 25 cents, and then you know what I did? This is marketing 101. I switched to sweet lemonade, and I realized if you put some sugar in it,
Yeah.
you get a lot. I made like $3, which was a lot more than 25 cents. So
6X.
exactly. So that's the moral of the story for all people who want to grow their social media. You got to drop a little sugar in it, because if it's all tomatoes, it might be healthy, but nobody's eating it.
Yeah. So did you want money when you were a kid? I mean, why would a kid want to sell tomatoes? Because it's not that or the lemonade. You wanted something out of it.
I wanted money, but I don't think about money as much as people think. I don't remember because I was 6, but I think that I wanted the money for something.
Right.
Probably, I like freedom.
Yeah.
So for me, when I was a little kid, I'll tell you something I haven't sold on an interview. I used to always dream of, people would ask what kind of animal you want to be. I always want to be a bird, and like an eagle. And someone said, why? And I said, because when you're a bird, if you don't like something, you just pick up and go. So I didn't have the best childhood.
You
so
eat a lot of nuts, though.
No, if you're an eagle, you kill a lot of things. You
kill
You're
rats,
a predator.
man.
But I think for me, it's always been, I want enough money that no one can tell me what to do.
Yeah.
And if I don't like it, that's how I am now. If I don't like somebody, no matter how powerful they are, no matter how rich they are, I don't have to kiss their butt. I can just move on with my life. And so I like I said, I don't remember
So
exactly.
you and I have that in common.
Yeah.
Because the thing, when I watched my parents as a kid, my dad had the power.
Yes.
And my dad
Was he a
also had the
businessman?
money. Yeah. But he decided how long we were in the store. He decided what we bought. He decided when we left.
Yeah.
He decided who we gave money to.
Yep.
And I'm like, hey, that's what I want. I want the control. You know.
Yep.
So did any of that play into who Tai Lopez is?
Yeah. Like I said, I think it was literally. I think it's freedom. I don't think that's ever changed.
So the money, then you use it today because you spend a lot of money in advertising.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. So we go from 8-year-old tomato salesman,
Right.
making a quarter.
Yeah.
Dude, I remember when a quarter was a big deal. It was
A lot of money.
You remember rubbing it? Like, I want to rub this thing?
I don't know if I rub. I mean, you might like money more than me. I never.
Oh, I
rubbed
love
it.
money, dude. I'll tell everybody right now, look, man, you want an adventure? Add some money to that damn
Yeah,
thing.
for sure.
You
It's
agree with
fuel.
that?
Yes. Money is fuel.
Uh-huh.
You can have a Ferrari life, but you don't have any fuel in it. It just sits in the garage.
Yeah.
So a lot of people's life, they're smart, they got ideas, but you can't pull it off until you put some fuel in the tank. So nowadays, money to me is that fuel. I get an idea and I can do it. I can try it.
And I see you drop a lot of dough on advertising.
Yeah.
What do you spend on YouTube? I'm skipping because I'm selfish now. This
He
is totally
wants to
greedy,
know.
dude.
But it depends. I mean, it fluctuates
No,
month
it
to
don't
month.
depend, dude. How much
Yeah,
did
we
you
actually-
spend?
I actually
What did
spend
you
less
spend
now.
last year?
Oh, I don't.
Do you know? Or you
I
just kinda-
honestly don't know.
Yeah.
But I'm almost the biggest YouTube advertiser. Maybe Coca-Cola or some
Oh,
of those
dude, come
huge
on.
brands.
You're not that big.
Yeah, that's what Google tells me.
Not a brand.
Of non-huge brands,
Well, yeah,
I'm
but
by
then
far
he
the
went and
biggest.
compared himself to Coca-Cola. You can't do that.
Well, I'll tell you this. Google sends 2 people to my house. I got 2 or 4 reps that fly down from San Francisco.
Yeah, so what's
and
the-
so I say, am I the biggest?
Right
And
there.
they go, we're not allowed to tell you. But they wink at me.
Yeah.
I honestly don't know.
Well, yeah, they were having a conversation. Was it?
No, they didn't say. They won't say. They're so confidential at
But-
Google. They won't.
But
They
then,
won't
so
tell.
who knows, man?
Oh, I could figure it out because we don't just spend on Google, on YouTube.
Yeah.
We spend all over.
Okay.
So, I mean, I've spent tens of millions over. I don't know if it was last year, but I spent a lot of money. It takes. People don't realize to build a brand. If you're going to do it digital, it takes money because their attention is grabbed by something else.
Charge.
So yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So now.
All these YouTubers nowadays, some people used to complain. Oh, I see
do you
Tai Lopez.
monetize? Do you have ads? You allow ads?
Yeah, we do both.
So we don't do any ads.
Oh no, ads. I don't allow ads on my channel. I don't
allow-
make any money from YouTube.
You know,
ads.
why did you make that decision not to have ads?
You don't make much money. I mean, you make
Because you know what? Every time I did, hey, how to stay motivated,
Yeah.
the freaking antidepressant guys would drop an ad
Yeah.
on me. Okay, and I'm like,
Yeah.
dude, I'm not doing a Prozac ad. Okay, I'm not. I don't want any of that Prozac money. Okay, now. So when did you make the move from lemonade to like, hey man, maybe I can make some money as Tai Lopez?
Oh man, well, like I said, I've been a business. I became an entrepreneur at 19, but it was always businesses behind the scenes. It wasn't until really, I mean, in 2012, I started doing, or maybe 11, I started doing some consulting, but still behind the scenes. I did some public, speaking. Then I did a TEDx talk that kind of went viral, and that was in 15. It released January 2015. So January 2015 is really when I started putting my face on. So I was an entrepreneur for years.
What were you doing before that?
Oh man, I've done it. So I've done real estate. I told you, food. I was in the food agriculture business. I owned a wealth management company, so we're investing for people, doing financial planning. I was a CFP, doing finance stuff. I was a consultant. We launched all, so we were all over. I was doing all kinds of things in multiple ventures. They weren't, nowadays you can build a business around your face. You couldn't do that in 2001.
Right.
I was just building separate businesses and I sold them and now I do the same thing. I got my hands in all kinds of businesses doing more like that, just taking behind the scenes.
When we come back from break, we're going to ask power player Tai Lopez how many businesses, how much money he's making. I'm going to take the cover off this thing. We're going to rip the Band-Aid off, okay? That's right. They call me the investigator, the Tai Lopez investigator. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Power Players. Stay tuned. Just back in a second. Welcome back. Welcome to Power Players. The two best hairs in all of entrepreneurship.
He's got me beat.
Dude, me and you got the best hair of anybody. Tony, Gary, who else would it be? E.T., Les Brown.
Who's E.T.?
Eric Thomas.
Oh. Okay.
Right?
I got to learn all these acronyms,
Who else
man.
could we add? Who else, Jared, could we add? Jared, I'm talking to you. Russell Brunson.
Don't zoom back
Dude,
up.
you could take all their hair, put it together, me and Ty together, psst, lights out on the hair pieces, okay? Tai Lopez
This is a wig, man.
4.5 million followers on Facebook, 2 million people on Instagram.
Yeah.
I lost some number. How many on YouTube? How many YouTube
I'm
followers?
almost at 1 million subscribers.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
not quite
unbelievable,
there.
dude. Like you morphed me. You're morphing me. So really appreciate you being here. Hope to pick off some of your followers.
They're going. I've been
Okay.
telling them, head
Okay.
over there. I Snapchatted this.
This dude is a real entrepreneur, okay? I'm sure he's had a bunch of failures on the way. You see the successes, you see the cars, you see the chicks. Okay? So what's the idea behind the chicks? Okay, you got a lot of chicks, dude. I'm like, wait a
Man.
minute, how old are you, dude? Like, you're mid-30s.
People always, we're going to create this controversy.
Jared, how old is he? Just
We're going
find
to create this, if I look online, there's all kinds of guesses for my age.
It don't matter. I'll be close, man. It's
I
gonna be
haven't seen one right
your
online
age,
yet.
Your age is going to be closer than your net worth, I guarantee you. So, what's his age? If he's not going to tell me.
You want me to actually Google it?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, but
So
there's
dude-
a few ones. Let's
So
go with the
let me talk
average
Let me talk
blended.
about the young chicks that follow
Yes.
you around. Let's talk
Yeah.
about that.
So like I said, man, I live in Hollywood,
Yeah, I know where you live.
and there's a lot of pretty women.
Yeah.
And so that's another thing. It's funny. My closest friends, like my friend Herman, I used to own a nightclub. A nightclub business was another business
Okay.
I was in. And he said, man, I see people saying that you have this all staged. They're like, you should have seen. He's like, I've known Ty since, a decade. It's always been the same. Honestly, here's my opinion.
Yeah.
I see a lot of guys going out and it's a bunch of dudes. I've never found it's fun when the ratio is 90% guys. It's like,
No,
it's
dude,
like-
look, and I'm not hating on you about it, okay? I was single in La Jolla, lived on the ocean, had a
Yep.
little pad right in front of Windansea Beach.
Yep.
I'd have a party, there'd be 400 people there and 280 of them were women.
Yeah.
So, and I'm with you.
On
Like, if you're a
nightclubs,
single
man, we
dude-
always had 70-30 because here's the other thing.
yeah.
Too many guys,
Yeah,
too aggressive.
yeah.
You go out, guys argue, they fight with you. So, and nowadays, believe it or not, sometimes for me, a lot of guys want to hang out and talk business the whole time.
yeah.
And where women are more relaxed and just chill. So I'm like, you know what? Do I want to go out to a club with 15 guys? I'm like, I'm going to pass on that.
But in that YouTube
By the
video-
way, this is on top live. You know why you're
I
getting
know
so
that.
many followers? This is on the top 10
Yeah.
of all
so
Instagram.
check it out. Check it out. So, but still, the question is, when you're doing that video on YouTube,
Yes.
you made a decision.
Yes.
Let's do the hot tub.
Yeah.
Let's do the chicken.
But that was all. But
Let's
that was
do-
an afterthought. The girls were. People think it's like this is what people think about me. They think that I wake up in the morning and I go, let me shoot a commercial. So let me find pretty girls, invite them over.
But
Yeah.
you had to go to the garage to shoot the cars.
Yeah. But you know that
You
first.
decided to go down to the garage.
That
and say,
garage that I got, that video that got over 600 million views. There's a few variations of it. It's one of the most viewed videos in history besides a music video.
That's amazing.
And that video was shot literally because I had just come home from London and I had a big shipment of books. And so Nathan, who was my assistant at the time, he said, where the hell do I put all these books? You got them all filled in your whole house. I said, buy bookshelves and put them in the garage because it was the only extra room.
Yeah,
and then so I came home. I was back for about a week, and I was home, and I had a new iPhone, and I was like, somebody asked me a question about books, and I just walked in the garage. It was the actual video wasn't about the Lamborghini. It was about the bookshelves because I thought people would find it interesting that I had bookshelves in my garage. So I also know psychology. And I know men.
What does that mean, you know psychology?
Well, I've done this test. There's only one thing that'll get more guys to turn heads if you're at a cafe than a beautiful woman walking by. A Lamborghini. Guys love, and I always love cars it's funny, I was just with my 99-year-old grandma and I forgot this. I said, Grandma, what was I like when I was 3 or 4? She said, we used to take you to the beach and you would walk away from the sand and go out in the parking lot and try to put the keys because you like cars and you go vroom, vroom, vroom. So this car thing, I've liked cars apparently from before I remember, and pretty women, like I said, also like that from before I can remember. When I was 6 years old, I fell in love with
What was your
first
movie? Like, what movie? Was there a movie? As
Karate Kid.
Yeah, you like
That movie made the biggest impact on me because it was a mentor. Mr. Miyagi showed him stuff he didn't know.
Yeah, but there was no girls in it, and there was no cars. What's the movie? What's the movie that got you influenced into, like, I want to be chicks in cars?
You know, I don't think it was a movie with women.
Dude, I remember watching James Bond Goldfinger.
No, man, it just came instinctive to like women.
Dude, I was like,
It just came instinctive to like women, I think. You know?
But you live in Hollywood, dude. It's not instinctive there.
No, but I don't live.
To like women, man.
I'm not in West Hollywood. I'm in Hollywood.
I know where you are, man. I know you. Hey, I got Tai Lopez here today. We're gonna take your questions. I'm gonna look for the best question here, okay? And we're gonna give you a phone number. Katie, find me somebody on my Instagram.
That's cool. That's cool. We got on Top Live. That doesn't happen too often.
Yeah, we rocking, dog. We rocking. Okay,
What's
so
up, Top Live?
How do you look at criticism of people making fun of you?
So this is
calling you
David
a marketing
Sham.
fake and clickbaity.
Oh,
How
so-
did you get
okay.
inspired to do the marketing ads the way you do them?
What happened
See,
to
you
Dan?
can't tell people, dude. You
Use
can't-
Maya's phone or
you
Craig's
can't-
phone.
You can't tell people, man, that you didn't plan to do it.
You mean to click the ads?
Yeah. Like, how did you do it? We
So
need to get
honestly,
people-
so the ad.
Yeah.
Okay, so here, let me read this question. We got David Sham.
How do you handle
look at
criticism?
criticism? People making fun of. You know what? People think a lot of people make fun of me. They don't. It's just that our brain is attracted. If I have 10,000, I posted on Instagram. I almost broke Instagram. I had 90,000 comments on a post that I did, and maybe 100 or 200 or maybe 1,000 are negative. So what happens is the brain goes, oh, Ty gets all excited. Listen to me. I promise you this. If you don't have people consistently criticizing you, if you don't have haters, you ain't popping. That's all you gotta know.
That's right.
So I remember once I was in the Lakers, I was at a Laker game. Kim Kardashian and Justin Bieber, the camera turned to them. This is in like 2013. 18,000 people booed them. But now, they clap because what happened, there's a cycle. And Gandhi said this years ago. He said, first they ignore you because they don't know who you are.
Yeah, that's right.
Then they laugh at you because you're new on the scene.
Yeah.
Then they hate you is the third step because you're a threat. And finally, they love you. And I added one thing, and fifth, you become a legend. Like Arnold Schwarzenegger went through all those, and now he becomes Sylvester Stallone. Legends.
Yeah.
I'm not at legend stage, but I'll tell you, I passed through the hate stage. Like I said, I'm only 2015, popped on the scene. Now, if I go out on the streets, you get hundreds of people a day, and it's never negative. I think in 2 years, I've only ever had one person mad in person.
Do you think a large volume of actions are more important or quality of actions? What's senior? If you had to pick one and you could only rest with one,
Well, if
quality or quantity?
I will go with quality because
See, me and you disagree with that, dude.
Warren Buffett says this. He's like a baseball player that only has to swing. There's no strikes. So he waits.
Yeah, but dude, he's Warren Buffett now. Okay.
No, but he waits
gotta
since
swing.
19th.
Yeah, but to get in the majors,
But you
gotta
asked me
swing the
which
bat.
if I had to. I would say you got to do both.
We just. Well, okay, but how can you?
Let
get,
me
how
put
can
it
you,
to you this way.
How can you have quality without quantity?
Well, I'll put it to you this way. Here's my
Imagine
analogy.
if you only had one video on YouTube.
Yes.
I just, consider the concept.
one badass
One
video.
great video, and you couldn't do any more. Or would you take a quantity over one great one?
Oh man.
See what I mean?
One video though got 600 million views.
Okay.
One of my videos almost smoked all my other ones.
I'll give you an example, okay? Would you rather that one video, that one and only one that does 600 million, or everything that you're pushing out over time? This is a really important.
Well, this is very hypothetical. It's a tough question. You can win both ways. How about that?
No. You
But
can't. You
okay,
can't because
I got my analogy.
Van Gogh painted 400 pieces and sold one while he was alive.
Yes.
Nobody even knew the dude. Why? Because he didn't push the quantity out. He held on to it, right?
Yes.
Nobody discovered that he had quantity to later. If he just had one painting, dude, we wouldn't be talking about
But
him
if it
as
was
Van
the
Gogh.
Mona Lisa, it might win. How about this? What's better with dating, quantity or quality? If I had a choice
You ain't
on a
gonna
1
be
to
good
10,
at. You ain't gonna be good at it until you do the
but
quantity.
you said if you had to have a choice.
But if you only go out on one date, I do not want to have sex with that woman that's only had one guy. I need some experience, man.
Oh, I'm not like that.
I need some experience.
I'm not like that.
What you mean you're not like that?
If
man?
I had a choice between
I've
a
seen
girl-
some of the women in your videos.
Yeah,
man.
but I don't sleep with all of them.
Okay.
So that's it.
Okay.
No.
So look,
Thoughts can.
But this is a good
I'll pass on.
argument for people to consider because
Yes.
if a guy's out there new and he's trying to create he's knocking on doors, taking
Yes.
phone calls, calling on chicks, whatever,
Yes.
right? Popping videos on YouTube or Instagram. Do you really think he's going to score on that
No,
first video?
I agree with you.
Good,
You were
good.
just saying if I had a choice. At the end of the day,
okay.
you have to experiment a lot, and you have to. There's two analogies. Like I said, the dating one. If you have a choice between 10 people you ain't attracted to, they're ugly and nasty, and one supermodel, most people are gonna go. Most guys, but
How many ugly women have you been with? Be honest.
that's right because I like quality, not.
Personality also.
Yeah, but I'm talking about beautiful.
Looks aren't everything.
Beautiful. Hey, there's a lot of nasty, pretty women.
How many big ones have you been with, G?
Dude, look.
What?
How many nasty ones?
I don't like.
We're asking you how many you regret.
I've been out there.
No, I don't like that. I don't like. No. I don't like that.
Hey, regrets, I've had plenty.
Nah, I'm not a
That's the
fan.
sound.
I'm not a
Okay.
fan of waking up and going, "What the hell did I do?" No, I don't like. That's why I
But
don't
I
drink
have
too
done
much.
that. I'll admit I have done
Every guy, I've done that, but
Okay,
nah,
good.
I don't make a habit of it. I haven't done it in a long time.
Jordan Simmons wants to know David Gage wants to know quickest way to quick strike, quick cash.
Sales, like you said, commission-based sales job. If you don't know how to make any money, at the end of the day, if you're good at selling, you will always have money in your bank account.
Boom. Grant, Jordan Simmons, what do you think of Grant Cardone's sales techniques? I don't think you know enough about me to even have an opinion.
I can tell Grant knows what he's doing. I'll leave it at that.
I got one. This
Okay.
girl's name was Patricia. She said, I have Ty's social media program and Grant's sales program. How should I use them both together?
The sales will help you get clients that you can manage your social media. Everything's symbiotic. You should buy all kinds of programs, man.
I agree with that.
You agree? Yeah?
No, I agree with that.
We're
I agree.
agreeing now.
Okay, let me ask you something. Here's something I think we'll disagree on.
Okay.
Okay, because I just wrote this little book. It's 38 languages already. Okay,
Nice.
quick read.
Yep.
Takes 30 minutes. Let me know what you think. I'd love your.
I love these little. I'm gonna do a little book. I think.
But one thing I talk about in that book, I showed Damon John that book. He's like, dude, that was smart.
Okay.
Okay, I wrote that in 2 hours. Our goal is to get it out to 1 million people.
Nice.
I'll pay for the shipping. Oh, they'll pay for the shipping. I'll pay for the book.
Okay.
What do you think about saving? When should people start saving?
So you think that this is a trick question because you are.
No. I have an opinion. I mean, I can tell you my opinion and then set it up. I think the old thing about save, start early, and then they send their money. There's no way you can know what to invest in when you're young.
Right.
Okay, so people end up sending money to Wall Street when they should be investing in themselves.
Yes, I agree with that.
Okay.
Here's the best in the short term when you're young. Best thing you can do is invest in your brain and what's in there from a skill-based standpoint.
Now, you see, you went off in another place. I got to go challenge that, man.
Uh-oh.
Go ahead.
This is good.
I love this interview. This is good, though.
Yeah, no.
So you should invest in yourself. Now, so
More
what do
you
you
learn,
think
the more
about
you earn.
what do you think about the guy sending money to the KEO, to the 401k, to the matching funds, sends off to Wall Street, and they sit there for the next 35 years?
Diversify how you invest. Sometimes you should do a 401k because you get a company match if you're an employee, so you get some free money.
So you're saying if I match you, you're willing to lose control over the money?
Depends. Now you can self-direct a lot of this stuff. There's people doing, self-directing IRAs into real estate now.
Yeah.
So I think, you know what? At the end of the day, there's a saying, avoid extreme ideologies.
Mm-hmm.
So if somebody tells you the only way to wealth is to save, that's an extreme ideology. There's a lot of people that just invest. In fact, Ray Kroc, when McDonald's, he's broke till he's 52.
Yep.
And finally he hit on something that worked, McDonald's, and became the richest man in America.
And it was the sales. Okay. And by the way, it was a real estate play. It wasn't a freaking hamburger play.
No. But the real estate the McDonald's cash flowed the real estate.
Now let's talk about the brain. You brought up the brain, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, the brain's a piece of meat,
Right.
right?
But some people got a better piece of meat than others.
No. So what you're really talking about, though,
Right.
is control of something bigger than the brain.
Yeah, I mean, that's a philosophical. You could call it the will, the character, the id, the super ego. Like, it depends what who you're talking to.
What do you want to call it?
I call it drive.
Okay.
You got to have that drive. You got to have a little ambition to your game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You agree?
Well, you got to have purpose, right? I agree with that. Yeah. So like when you see kids out there today, my average follower is probably under 32?
Yeah, probably 25.
Yeah.
So any advice you have for the drive, dude? First of all, things that could be working against somebody,
Yep.
so they never get to create the drive, and then what can they do to add fuel to their drive?
The main reason people don't have drive is because it was removed in the process of childhood. That's my short answer. The school system and parents that shut down kids, they don't foster curiosity.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
Dude.
Most people would be.
Laziness is not a normal state. It's not an
Right.
innate state. See,
Right.
people thought we were going to get up here and fight, man.
I think the only thing
Did you know that?
we fought over the quality and quantity of women. That was the closest we had.
Because you're lying, dude. Because you're lying.
No, I'm not.
You've been with a bunch of skanks. You know
No,
you have been.
no, hell
Admit
no.
that you have been.
Hell
dude.
no.
Dude, am I right, man?
No.
Come on, man.
Maya.
Do you drink?
I say I don't drink. You know why?
Do you smoke weed?
Occasion, very occasionally.
See, that's
I'm gonna tell you this: a guy who's been with a lot of skanks is usually a man who drinks a lot.
I don't drink at all. I mean, I drink.
Them beer goggles are tricky, man.
Okay, so what were we talking about before we went off into skank land?
We were answering that question.
Yeah. So drive. So.
Oh, we had our hard work debate. Wasn't that one?
No, drive. We're talking about drive.
Oh, drive. Okay.
We're talking about drive. This is much better than the Mark Cuban interview you did, by the way.
I can message Mark and ask.
Yeah, we'll
No,
tell
I
Mark.
like Mark. So, okay, what can people do to avoid
get it back.
the thing?
Yes. So you can't. So if it's too
to
late,
education?
if it got driven out of you because your parents and school
think
system
it's too
killed
late?
it, no.
No, good.
No. But the older you get, the harder it gets. It's harder to teach an old dog new tricks.
Dude,
but
I'm 59. It's easier. See, I disagree with you.
Yeah,
on
but you're
this.
an outlier.
An old dog
You're unique.
has a reason to learn new tricks.
They do, but not all dogs smart enough to realize it.
Yeah.
You're a smart one. But you got to realize not everybody's smart. Again, another thing that got killed in the school system.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'll put it to you this way. If it was killed and you find yourself procrastinating, you don't have that drive, you can't get out of bed, the best short-term remedy is switch who you hang out with.
Mm-hmm.
That'll jumpstart you a little bit. I'll give you an example. At one point, I was trying to get super six-pack abs. I decided it was a little it's not right there.
Yeah, that ain't happening, man.
We got the one-pack right now.
They're underneath there, dude.
They're there.
They're there. They
They're
say
there.
they're there.
They're hibernating, man. I got to give them a break.
Dude, I've been hibernating. Don't hang me out here, man.
So I there was a guy. His name's Janelle Castillo. He's one of the top Ford models in New York City. He's, perfect. Has to stay perfectly lean. He came over. his wife was his girlfriend was shooting at my house, and he popped in, and I just started hanging out with him for a summer, and magically, he taught me a few things. Like when you go to the movies, he wouldn't buy candy. You notice a little, and then when he's not buying junk food, you're like, you know what? I don't want to buy junk food. And so, about 3 months later, I looked in the mirror. Are you trying to get the abs by posture?
Dude, I'm standing up right now. You brought up the abs? Okay. Bring him some chocolate chip cookies right now.
Where's
Let's see if he
Janelle?
eats them.
Where's Janelle?
Okay.
No, but it rubs off on you at the end of the day.
No, and the people you hang around. Okay, so you're saying the way to reestablish your drive is who you're hanging with.
That's the jump start.
Okay.
In the long term, okay, so that's the jump start. In the long term, you must do something that interests you, that you have curiosity around. You don't have to love it at every moment of the day, but you have to have curiosity around.
Okay, now you ready for some hard questions?
Hard.
Then people are like, you ready?
Let's see.
Dude, no, they're not there, man. They're in my mind. Okay?
Here we go.
So people are like, man,
They've
you
been
can't let him up.
Ask your own questions.
Why not? Okay, if you were going to flip any products for quick cash, which ones do you like?
Somebody said flipped high-end clothing and done well with that. The whole flipping thing. At the end of the day, do you want to be able to make money for a day or make it for a while?
There you go.
You got to be careful. You do need to be able to flip stuff short term to get your cash flow up.
That's right.
But try to flip something that you can not only. So this guy who's flipping clothes, only do clothes if you also want to do it long term. So only flip short what you also want to do long. That's my answer. So for example, if long term you want to be in the restaurant business, don't spend, because the quick flip is never as quick as you think. Mm-hmm. Don't spend 2 years flipping, socks or something like that.
Sometimes the guy just got to get his money right.
Sometimes you got to feed the family.
You sold tomatoes, dude.
Yes. My 25 cents founded everything.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you just got to go through the freaking process to figure out, okay, I don't want to do tomatoes.
That's emergency land.
Right?
And when you're in emergency land, you do whatever you... Joel Salatin, my mentor, used to say, sometimes you just got to dig ditches with a shovel. You don't have money to pay somebody else.
Let me ask you, here's a question, okay?
Yeah.
Do you think it's important that people love what they do?
Not love, curious. There's a big difference. I'll give you an example. My second mentor, a guy named Alan Nation, he said, remember this, do what you like, not what you love, because the day you do it for a living, you'll cease to love it. And I didn't believe him. Mm-hmm. And then I owned all these nightclubs, and I used to be a salsa dancer. And I was like, I'm going to teach salsa. I love it so much.
I need to see a move right now, dude. Come on, let me see a move.
I need a female. I ain't dancing with a man.
Just make it up. Make it up in your mind. No. Come on, man. Let me just see a move. One move on power players. Come on, man. Give me one move.
You can't salsa alone. Put your hand here and put your hand in the middle of the girl's back.
Okay.
That's the move.
Okay, let me see the move, though, dude. What's the move
going to
be?
You got to do it with the feet.
Shimmy, shimmy, shimmy.
Dude, this is power players, man. I thought you were going to show the people. I just tell them, man. Okay.
Who wants to learn how to salsa? But my point was, when I did salsa for a living, like as a class I taught once, I never went again because it felt like work.
Yeah.
So just because you do something you're curious about, that's the most important.
And all I would say to that is, at some point, you're going to wake up one morning and not like what you're doing that day.
Yep.
There's no way around.
Yep.
I don't care how much money they're paying you. LeBron wakes up. Damn, I got to go do this today?
Yep. Yes.
Okay, so everybody's got to do what they got to do. I like what that first mentor said to you, okay? What are the top 3 tips on storytelling? By the way, Tails, the salesman, if you're watching right now, call 305-865-8668. 305-865-8668. And I'm going to have me and Ty give you a little business makeover. 3 tips on storytelling.
3 tips on storytelling.
Don't you hate this?
No, I get this question a lot.
Okay.
Number 1, and I'm assuming we're talking about for social media, so people will want to watch it.
He doesn't say that.
Number 1,
basically brand, how to tell a story on brand.
Yeah, so you got a brand, you want to build a story. Number 1, I know this sounds too simple. You got to know, if you didn't love yourself, would you watch this brand story? And most people's brand stories are so boring that the only reason when they create it and they look at it, they go, this is okay, is because it's of themselves. Swap out a stranger. If a stranger wouldn't, and honestly know no stranger is going to watch it, it's a crappy brand story.
So what do you think when you see an avatar? Yes. When you go through your YouTube channel and you see in comments, and there's an avatar of some other image other than the guy's face, what does that immediately indicate to you? Anything?
You mean... You're talking about the figurative avatar?
Yeah, this little thing right here. What's that called?
Yeah, the thumbnail.
Here's Prisha, the thumbnail.
The thumbnail.
It's not her, but it's a cartoon, or it's a dog, or it's a baby. What does that indicate to you? Anything?
that they're probably young.
Oh, yeah.
If somebody has like a cartoon thumbnail, they're usually like
okay, it
12.
indicates to me is you're lazy and or you're hiding.
Yeah.
Like think it through, man. Like you're not a cartoon. You're not a grapefruit. You're definitely not an egg.
Okay, I got it.
Put your face on there. So they're asking about how to build a brand, right? Okay,
Build
let's
a
take this
brand.
caller.
Yeah, be interesting is the first step.
And
really
interesting would be not to be a dog, but to be a person.
Yeah.
Okay, if I'm at YouTube looking at my comments, I don't want to see a dog there. I don't think a dog wrote me. Why do people continue to think they must work a job and be overtaxed when it's much easier to let your money work for you?
Well, taxes is a tricky one. At the end of the day, entrepreneurs get a lot more tax breaks than employees get. But not everybody will be an entrepreneur. Oh, we got calls.
We got
pouring in.
callers, dude. They're calling it. It's an insane place, dude. Okay, every day we do this show. Okay, everyone has. What do you think about the middle class, Ty? This is a question from me to you. Not rich people, not poor people, but the middle. What's your comments about the middle class?
So I think there's good news and bad news for the middle class. I'll start with the bad news. The bad news is the rich are getting richer, and the middle class in some ways is disappearing. The good news is even the poor of today and the middle class of today is doing better than they did 500 years ago. Remember, 500 years ago, we were serfs and slaves. So there's some good and still a lot of bad. And so the middle class, it'll be interesting to see how it plays out in the next 5 years.
Do you think the middle class there's a warning in this book about, look, millionaires the new middle class?
Right.
You
for
agree?
Sure. Somewhat. There's still
that 50 grand a year in Hollywood is poverty.
Yes.
Which is really considered the middle class by the government or politicians. And that it's unsurvivable. You cannot live at 50 or 60 grand a year.
Yes.
And do anything really.
Yeah, if you live in, you have to be realistic. If you're making 50 grand, you don't want to live in Manhattan.
Gary Vaynerchuk was in here, and he's like, look, a girl that's waiting tables for 45 grand a year or working at home for 45 grand a year, she's better off working for herself. I said, no, dude, she's not better off either way.
Right.
Because she's dead. Like she can't live. And it goes back to the thing about money is freedom.
Yes.
And most of the middle class never has that freedom.
Yes.
You agree?
Yeah, so if you're stuck in the middle class, you better make sure you like your job. I mean, not everybody, you're not going to have, 100% of people aren't going to be able to be Bill Gates. That's realistic. There's a difference in talent, there's luck to it.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I would say this, everybody should strive financially to be above average. Not everybody's going to be a billionaire, but why settle for average?
So what would the number be? What do you think, is there a number that...
Yeah. The number you should try to be scientifically, your minimum is 72 grand. That was
income.
A guy named Daniel Kahneman, a very famous scientist at Princeton. He said that's happiness.
Search his net worth.
Yeah, but I'm saying the minimum.
Yeah,
you asked the minimum.
That dude's an idiot.
Yeah, but he found
that
you
dude's
get
a scientist.
diminishing
He has
returns.
no business giving fucking advice on happiness or money.
Hey, for sure, if you can.
That guy.
Yes.
Loopy dude.
Have you met? Yeah.
How can it be? How can you measure my happiness? I'm happy or rich. I've been poor.
You're like Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett said, "I've been rich and I've been poor, and rich is better."
Dude, I'm telling you, when I hit a big freaking, when I freaking crack one.
Okay.
Yeah, but I think you're a high dopamine guy. So you like new experience.
I think that's good, man.
You like that new experience, you know
Dude,
what I'm saying?
I like levels, man. I like writing. I like writing.
You like the G2.
No, I don't like the G2, but that's all I could afford at the time.
That's good. You got one jet. That's good, man.
You know, and so I like the guy that hates on my jet.
You get much hate on the jet?
I get hate on everything, just like you do, man. People are hating on you and me. We don't even know who they are. That's the interesting thing.
You want 1 to 10% of people. Here's a good rule of thumb, a business rule that I go by about what you charge. If 10% of people don't complain your price is too high, it's set too low. They found that size.
I agree.
Now, on the flip side of that, when it comes to your brand, social media, if 10% of people aren't following you because they dislike you, you don't have enough followers.
Yeah. You want some unfollows, right? Okay.
I get maybe, but see, I reach 100 million people a year. So if 1% of people don't like me, that's a million negative comments a year.
I would just take the people that don't like you, I would just take them and increase my followers.
You could have it. You know what people say?
Okay, we got 6 callers, Ty. You mind if we talk to somebody else?
Yeah, let's talk to them.
Come on, man. Okay,
This is Alex.
This is a fire round, folks. We're going long here. Power players. Tai Lopez is in the house. The phenomenal. Everybody knows him. The Tai Lopez man. Okay.
This is Art.
Art. What is your question, Art?
Hey, what's going on, guys? Grant Cardone for president in 2020. How's everybody doing?
This will be my e-commerce guy.
Yeah, I called yesterday with the real estate, but I'm glad to be on with you guys. You guys are giving a lot of value.
Great, man. What's your question?
So my question is, I guess it's for everybody, how you guys truly combat the negativity, which you guys are touching on, but what keeps you guys going forward to disregard them and keep moving forward? Sometimes they get personal, and they'll talk about, whether it be your kids, Grant, or your wife, or Ty's case, they'll talk about his precious cars or his lifestyle. How do you guys personally get over that in that moment?
You want to go first?
Well, dude, I had some freaking crazy started attacking my wife and my kids.
Really?
Okay, dude, you just crossed the line with me.
Yeah.
We went and raised $1 million for Make-A-Wish this weekend in Orlando.
Nice.
I flew up there.
Yeah.
We spent 4 hours there. We helped, get the freaking audience jacked up, raised $1 million. I got a guy hating on me the next day. I mean, it hurt a little bit. I'm like, dude, you're just whacked.
Yeah.
So it makes me feel kind of bad about mankind, to do that. So that's all I got. I know it's going to come with the turf.
LeBron James says, don't read press about you. That's the first of all. Just don't read it.
I agree with that.
The second of all, if, like I said, you're doing big things, you don't have any hate, you're not doing big things. You're just fooling yourself. So I actually see it as a symbol and a sign.
It is an indication that you're being successful. Okay, if you think you're going to win a race without somebody making some noise, dude, you could win a race by freaking lengths and lengths, and somebody's going to say you rigged the race.
Oh yeah.
Okay, next caller. Great question, by the way. Thank you. Tai Lopez in the house. Power players at Grant Cardone TV. Alice? Alex, that's what I mean.
What's up, man?
Come on, Alex. Now, Alex, I'll tell you what, Alex. I'm going to give you $1,000 if you can tell me the first time I met Tai Lopez. Where was it?
I don't know.
1,000 in cash.
Man, I don't know what the answer to that is, but I guarantee you if I ask you a question, it's worth more than that.
Okay, go ahead.
I bought Tai Lopez's social media marketing agency program, and I'm having a lot of trouble with my cold calling. So how do I get clients to agree to it, picking up the phone and just calling them?
Do you tell them to cold call?
Somewhat.
No, is that part of your program?
Yeah. Here's the best way to get clients.
Get millions on the phone. Get my cold calling program. It'll tell you exactly what to do how to call, how to make the phone call. It's 5 hours on how to make a cold call.
Yeah, and that's one way. Another thing that I would say, without a doubt, give free samples. So sign your first customers for free if you have to. Trials are something people have been using. When you go to Walmart and they're handing out little trials of sausage and stuff, they know that psychologically, when you try it for the first time...
Oh, free trial?
Yeah.
You do free trial?
Well, I'm saying if you're struggling.
But look, if you guys don't have the money to monetize, okay? Because some of you don't have the privilege. You just don't have... if you need money now, you're not going to be able to do the free trial. Not even the homeless guy on the street corner does it. He's saying, hey, make that part of your marketing program.
But you can do a 1 week free trial, and then you get your money on day 8.
See, we did free trials here. We did terrible with them, dude.
Yeah, it depends. It's all case by case. You got to test it.
I know, but when you need money as much as I need it.
Yeah. You need
Okay, I need money, dude. I'm just being freaking honest about it, right? Anybody ever tell you they just need money?
Yeah, but you're good at selling, so you don't need the free trials.
There you go.
There we go.
There you go. That ended. Okay. Okay. So, thank you for that question, Alex. That was awesome.
Isaac's up.
Isaac is in the house. Isaac, if you can tell me where I met Tai Lopez the first time, I will give you $2,000.
We're going up.
2,000.
Hey, Grant Cardone, I just wanted to say hi to you and Tai Lopez. It is a pleasure speaking to you both. I'm calling you from Las Vegas, Nevada.
Oh, that's awesome, dude. But look, dude, do you want to win 2,000?
I do want to win 2,000. Yes, I do.
There's probably most of it. Okay. So where is
that was my speaking fee for this? You're giving it away. He's giving it away.
Where is the first time I met Tai Lopez? You guys, I have it posted. You guys aren't following.
That is a great question.
Okay, what is your other question then?
You know, my question to you, I was checking on Facebook Live, and I always follow you and Tai Lopez. You guys are amazing. I'm you from work. I got you from Las Vegas. I'm in sales. And I guess the question you got is, I seem to have a big problem with.
What's the question, though? I got to get to the question. Okay. Well, hey, while we're figuring that out, Katie, see if you can understand this question. Hey, Ty, what do you think about income property, like apartments? Like, I invest in a lot of apartments. Okay,
Yeah.
I love it, but I want to know your.
For sure.
What do you think?
Yeah, cash flow. You pay your mortgage off with other people's money.
Yeah.
I mean, for sure, real estate. I've always been a part-time real estate investor. I've always been more of a business, a business to consumer guy.
Uh-huh.
But for sure, if you don't have some of your money in real estate, you are making a mistake.
Yeah.
And income generating stuff's less risky.
Here's a great question from a
He
caller.
wants to know, what do you tell customers when they say they want to go home and think about it?
What do you tell them, Ty?
Well, when it comes to sales, you got to play a numbers game. Some people you can close. I'm sure you got techniques to close.
Yeah.
But just remember this. You're trying to sell a $1,000 program to someone who has $2 in their bank account. You got to move on.
Yeah.
It's kind of like dating. Some women just don't like you. And the sooner you, or guys.
The woman I'm married to, that she
didn't
like me.
She liked you enough at one point. I hope.
Zero interested, like zero.
Yeah. Yeah, well, you sound like you wore her down. But she finally gave it.
Now, man. She's in love now, okay.
Yeah, but when it comes to selling something, you not only need them to love you, they got to have the money to pay.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, the number one reason
Totally.
people have objections, you might be fishing in the wrong pond.
Yeah, it could be. Okay, next question. And then I'm going to ask you another question here in a second. Yeah, go ahead, Brad.
Hey, do you hear me?
Yep.
Pick it up from.
Yeah, okay, my name is Alex, and I have the Tai Lopez social media marketing agency program, and as well I have your
Press it again.
webinars and your stuff. I've read all your books.
Both of our programs.
Yeah.
And my question is, I'm considering getting new
shit, I'm
clients
still
from my
attached.
social media marketing agency.
Damn it.
Guys, running all over the set. We got to get that in his contract, not to do that.
This was my Shaquille O'Neal fall.
Okay.
You remember that when Shaq had his leg wrapped around the thing?
I think you said in your program, Ty, and he's read all of Greg's books.
Okay. There you go. Press that button. Yeah. So what was the question?
What, you were up dancing around doing your salsa bullshit.
I'm trying to do that Shaq fall. That's my favorite thing. I watched it. You ever see it on TV where he got up, tried to be funny in that
This is
corner?
power players,
Not
dude.
self-confident is why I get new clients for our social media marketing.
Okay, well, again,
How do you help them?
this is how, dude, because, and this goes back to the question about quantity over quality. You ain't getting good at anything without quantity. It ain't gonna happen.
Sales, you need quantity.
But
But it is better to have some quality too.
Well, yeah, but you're not
Yeah.
gonna have quality in the beginning.
Yeah.
Dude,
You're
you
gonna
want-
suck at
you-
it. Yeah, for sure.
You how many bad videos do you have on YouTube?
A lot.
Exactly. So you can't discover quality without quantity. The
Yes.
road to quality is through quantity. You won't even know what kind of girl you want without dating a few of them.
Yeah, but okay, we're gonna disagree a teeny bit on this one.
Okay. Dude, I'm the one that's been married 13 years with a hot chick that's perfect.
All right, so I'll speak as an amateur. You're
Yeah,
the
there
pro.
you go. I am a pro.
If I was 19 years old again, I would want somebody to teach me how to fish in the right pond. So you do need the better way. You go in the gym, you got to do the reps. You can't just lift one time and have muscles.
There you
but
go. There you
there's
go.
some people
There
in
you
the
go.
gym that don't have a quality lift, so they do thousands of reps. I see some people. They're doing
They're
deadlifts
still
and they
big.
pull their back on the first pull, and then they're in the hospital.
They're still bigger than me and you.
Not always.
They're
Not
in there.
always.
They're
Not
in
all.
there. You know what I'm saying. Okay?
Quality reps.
Okay,
Quality
you
reps.
got to do quantity of laps around a track to ever find out where those grooves are.
Yes. Or I got a shortcut for you.
Uh-oh.
You get someone to come in and train you how to lift on day one, and that can help.
I agree with that.
That's where mentors come in.
But
so my whole and I get in some of this controversy with different people that do self-help and teaching. A lot of people, to me, this is no offense to you and some of these other people, I think it's not just quantity.
I'm not.
I think quality's underplayed, and that's why I posted that Bill Gates thing. Remember, this is a man 17 times in a row richest man in the world. I think he's at 93 billion. He says, I hire lazy people for a job because they find a quality solution.
Bill Gates also says this, okay? If we can't make a great product, make it look great.
Yeah, well, that's true.
He wanted that product everywhere. He didn't want it the best product.
Yes.
If he had wanted the best product, he would have done what Steve Jobs did and built Apple. He didn't. He didn't want the best product. He wanted a product that could be everywhere as fast as possible.
Yes. But that's what I'm saying. Both of them got rich, though.
Collect all the data.
But
Bill Gates
Apple's
got
now
way richer than Steve Jobs.
That's because he's dead. Because Apple's now worth 800 billion.
But he never owned any Apple, dude. The guy had this much Apple.
Yeah, but I'm saying that's a financial mistake he made.
My name's Grant Cardone. This is Tai Lopez. You've heard of him. You know him. I got one question for you, and then we're out of here, dude.
Oh, shit. We lost connection.
Okay, I got a question for you.
Let's go.
If you were Grant Cardone,
yes,
when you watch the moves I'm making,
yes, what
advice would you give me?
On what channel? Any of them.
Any of them. I'll take advice on any channel.
This is the same advice I give anybody. Look.
No, not anybody, dude. You're to me. I don't care about anybody at this point. I'm thinking about my damn self. Let's take YouTube. Let's take YouTube or Instagram. Either one of them. I want to make moves on both of them.
So I need to study it more. I haven't studied it enough.
That hurts, man. That hurts, man.
I need to. I mostly study people out of my industry. Because that's where I learn tricks that inside. If you just study your own industry, everybody copying each other.
What industry are we in?
I follow Hollywood a lot. I follow what movie people are doing. You got Hollywood Florida here.
I got movie looks, man. Dude, come on. One piece of advice. I would say this is not the first time you ran across my name. Come on.
No. I've seen. I just haven't studied. 1 to 10. I'll ask you this question.
Yeah.
If you didn't know yourself, how entertaining is your social media content? Entertaining, not educational. And you study more. What would you give yourself? 1's the most boring thing. 10 is like, a Steven Spielberg action
We're
flick.
pretty entertaining.
So what are you giving it?
I mean, without getting naked, I'm pretty entertaining. Entertainment's not the issue. You think, Jared?
Maybe message to depending on who the audience is.
I think if
your average audience is what, 26?
It depends. Facebook's probably 40,
yeah, Facebook's
40,
older.
Then Snapchat's 19. It's all across the board. So we're
But who do you want to reach?
You and I are reaching very similar audiences.
Yeah.
Very,
who
very,
do
very
you want to
similar.
reach, ideally?
I want to reach people that want help. So like if I was looking at myself, I'd say my message is too direct. I come off a little too hard. I need to use more empathy.
But that's all part of entertaining. Because if you're too harsh on people.
Yeah.
So here's the definition of entertaining scientifically.
Or I stick with it until everybody comes around. So shit.
But see,
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this. And
Let's do this.
There's a lot of people who've been in the social media a lot longer than me. They have way smaller followings. You beat a dead horse, it stays dead.
Dude, this guy's done a great job. I'm really glad you came in here. Maybe you can do a little research on me. Study. And come back, and we'll do a little project on me, a makeover.
I'm telling you, it's gonna be the same thing. I'm gonna go 1 to 10. Let's move you closer to 10.
Okay. And then maybe I'll fly and I'll do one at your place. I'll come to your place and see the place. And
I might be out here in Miami a little more often. Come down to South Beach.
I don't know how much money. What kind of money you make a year? I ask all my power players this. Now it's up to you whether you want to answer it or not. But if you tell the IRS, I don't know why you can't tell the GTC.
I make a few bucks.
What would you make last year? What was
you say? You tell me. You know what? This is what my lawyer told me. This is what my lawyer tells me.
I tell the IRS, I'll tell anybody.
I'll tell you this. Online, I've Googled and I've seen that my net worth, they say, is $3 million. I'm good with that. The less people know you have money, the less you get sued.
Okay, my name's Grant Cardone. This is Tai Lopez. Please thank Tai for being on the show today. You can follow him at Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat. It is really, really active. Different styles. Great questions that you had today. I hope you enjoyed the show. If you have a question for Tai, all you got to do is post it. We'll do our best to get it to him.
And I'm trying to get my net worth online to show $100,000. I think that'll be the best.
Yeah.
Then if people like you, it's kind of like a girl. Wouldn't you want a girl to think you don't have much money and then she just likes you for you? I want my followers to like me for me. Do you like me for me?
One piece of advice to all the women out there, okay? Go for a rich dude. There's nothing wrong with that.
Are you teaching your daughters that?
Absolutely.
And you know what?
Don't bring any deadbeats here.
I got one thing more.
If a guy can't figure out how to rub 2 quarters together, dude, like if you never figured out the tomato thing, and
Right.
didn't upgrade to lemonades
Right.
and then sugar,
Yep.
I wouldn't even have you here today because you wouldn't be a power player.
That's true.
Right there.
That's true.
Right there. Don't leave me hanging, man.
Oh.
Okay. Thanks a lot for being here.
And if they're rich, make sure they're super old, ladies.
no, man. Get
Because they
them.
might be gone soon, and you're the richest of them
Thanks a
all.
lot for being here. Follow Ty wherever Ty is. Okay, we're going to do some other things together. Thank you so much for watching the show today. We'll see you next time. Maybe you'll be sitting in that chair right there.
the
Okay.
next
Let me
power
see
player.
a salsa move, will you, dude? Give me one little
You
move.
gotta have salsa music.
How about one of the
I
girls?
got my
Jerry, come dance with him.
Snapchat.
So you build an empire here. What's the tip people need to know on my Snap and Insta?
Dude, here's what you got to do. Okay, it's not popular. I'll tell you in the next snap. Yeah. So here's.
So we're doing our top.
You
our
already
top
have
tips.
an empire. You already have an empire, okay? Look, everybody's got an empire. Even an ant's got an empire. Man, he's all glorious. He's happy. He's the ant empire, right? And then Tai Lopez comes by and steps on that freaking heel. So look, you already have an empire, okay? So he asked, how do you build an empire? The question's not how do you build one. It's what are you building and who's going to protect it?
That's good. Need the moat around your business.
You need a moat, baby, and you need to get rid of the freaking goats.
Nice
I
to
mean,
meet
unless
you
you're the
guys.
greatest of all time. That kind of goat.
Oh, you got this runner right here. That's cool.
Yeah, that's our real estate show right there.
Nice. Yeah, I like the setup. It's cool.
Yeah.
You even got socks.
Dude, we got socks, man. We got it all, man. You know. Let's go shoot a show, right? Okay, so Ty,
Yep.
Confessions of an Entrepreneur. I'm gonna be your priest.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna absolve you of all your sins, no matter how bad they are. Every entrepreneur sins. Would you agree with that?
For sure.
So, dude, I'd like to hear one of those big mistakes that you made, or stupid things that you did, like. And nobody will tell anybody, by the way.
I think.
The one that you're like, man, that was a real
Talking about business deal kind
business
of stuff.
deals going
Yeah.
bad. Somebody you hired, investment you made or didn't make.
What is the word? What's the thing that's the most annoying business?
See, man, I got 3 I did today that were screwed up.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to think of something that's massive here. That's
Yeah. Well, like, what was your first business deal?
You know, I've been lucky in terms of. I think at the end of the day, some of the most annoying stuff now is
Yeah.
employees sometimes
Uh-huh.
because, man, I'm trying to think. We've had. What is the most traumatic thing? Give me a second.
Any
Here.
bankruptcies?
No.
Any defaults?
No.
Any deals that you missed? Like
Sure,
you're like,
for
oh
sure.
God, I should have invested.
I'll tell you a deal that I wanted to do
Uh-huh.
that I was pissed off for a while was Maxim. You know, Maxim was a company that did $200 or $300 million. It went on the auction block. I wanted to buy it, and the damn thing, a guy picked it up for $10 million, and I think, you know, is a gold mine. Now it's not. Actually, here's one. I wanted to buy American Apparel, man. That was a deal. That company was doing almost $900 million at its peak.
Yeah.
Ended up selling to some Canadian guys, bought for $60 million, the whole brand. You're talking a
Could you have bought
top
it?
3. Yeah, if I'd paid attention. I mean, I wouldn't have done it with all my own money just because
Yeah,
I would
yeah.
want to diversify.
Yeah.
But I mean, most of my regrets are those snooze you lose kind of things.
Yeah, yeah,
Big brand.
yeah.
I really think that those two bothered me because getting a hold of big mainstream brands
Yeah.
is so powerful. Think what you can do with a mainstream American Apparel. They bought it for $60 million. It probably had $50 million in inventory. So they bought the brand name of a top 3 clothing line in the world for $10 million.
Yeah. Okay. So
That
another
pissed me
mistake,
off.
man. I need something worse than that, dude. Either that, or you're just telling me you've never made a freaking mistake.
No, I've made
Come on.
mistakes.
Well, let me hear one.
I'm just
Goddamn,
trying to
you
think of
can't-
any massive. I've
Well,
been
I'm worried
lucky enough to.
I'm worried
not-
about your memory, man. You know. You guys-
You know, I got more. I would say my biggest mess ups in life, more than business, are just people.
Uh-huh.
They're always
Like what?
people stuff. Just trusting people that turned out
yeah.
to be bullshit.
You knew though, didn't you?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. You know, deep down, you got to learn to trust that
Yeah. Yeah.
that voice. But I'm trying to think of
So what'd that cost you? What'd that person that you're thinking about, what'd they cost you?
Heartache. I'd say usually, man, I would say the most pain that I've had in life, I mean, the most annoying stuff probably been with girls I've dated, more than business. You know what I mean? Feeling like you missed that probably caused 10 times more pain than any business. Like I said, I think I've been lucky in business, which means maybe the luck will run out. I don't have too many crazy stories. Maybe that means I didn't think big enough, you know? That's probably it. I would say, I read somewhere your biggest regrets would be the ones you didn't know that you should have regretted because you had such a... So I'd say my biggest pain has been sometimes thinking just too small, man.
Yeah.
Time goes by, years go by.
I was talking to a dude today, Bob.
I got your answer. I actually just thought of it.
Yeah.
I got your answer. All the stuff that I'm doing now, I realized had I been smarter, worked a little harder, I could have done 8 years ago. That's pain. That's real pain for me because you never get time back.
That's right.
So I'm going, you know, I'm doing all this shit. Why didn't I do that? Imagine if I had been doing it 10 years ago.
Dude, that's my biggest regret.
Yeah, that's by far my biggest pain
I was
in
talking
business.
to a dude today, me and him, he's a buyer for these units that I'm looking at.
Yep.
There's 50 other guys that are trying to chase in a deal. And I'm like, dude, what am I doing on the phone with you? He's like, what do you mean? We're both trying to make sense of this deal. That means I'm chasing too small a deal.
Yes,
You know,
I agree.
Ought to be spending time on 3,000 units at one time,
Yes.
one purchase, just knock them out. So
when I see other people
you can
that
see
are
it
doing
from him, right?
fucking, oh man, so that's a good question. I'm glad we did this because that's my biggest things is the shit that I either did too slow or didn't think big enough. Like I said, it could be a big brand.
Yeah.
I see, man, there's a dude who bought one of my selfish dreams. I'd love to buy a basketball team.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a guy who bought I think the Sacramento Kings or one of those. He's 34. I mean, he owns a basket. And so when I look at that and you reverse engineer what they did, you're like, I could have done that.
Right.
So it's like realizing that you didn't even reach 60% of your potential.
Yeah. Confessions of
That's
an
my
Entrepreneur.
worst.
Tai Lopez,
Yeah.
thank you, buddy.
Sorry, I
Appreciate you, man. Sorry it took so long, man, but you know what?
No,
Better
it's
than
good.
it taking
I'm
another
glad you
30
did.
years. I was told you hadn't signed up for the sales boot camp yet, but check this out. I'm glad you didn't, by the way. I got something even better for you. This is going to put you right over the top. It's my guys back here. How's everybody doing? That's my people. That's my people. 'Cause you know why they're like that? Because I motivate them every day. I work with them every day, and I train them every day. And I push them. I push them hard. Okay. Look, are you tired of missing sales? Would you like to convert more of your leads? Would you like to get a bigger margin? Would you like to see your people do a better job of follow-up? Would you like to have a stronger culture? Would you like to hire the right people and make the good people better, the better people greater, and the great people superstars? I want to help you do that, okay? If you're willing to make those changes, come spend 3 days with me in Miami. 3 days. When you do, this is what I'm going to do for you. I'm going to bring myself, my team, and Victor Antonio in to work with you. I only have 8 seats left. That's right, I got 8 seats left. I'm gonna take care of your room for 3 nights at the Turnberry, a 5-star resort. I'm gonna give you a ticket to my 10X Growth Conference. I'm gonna take care of your room there as well. I'm gonna take care of taxes at both locations. I'm gonna give you a 40-pound book to take home, train the trainer, build your sales staff, create your culture, get those extra sales that you're missing. You know you're missing, okay? All for one price. Take advantage of it right now. I have 8 seats left, and by the time I finish this, it'll probably be 6. Grab it now while it's there.
If you're looking for digital cash flow, other streams of income, and you know how important multiple streams of income are, have you ever thought about making money online with zero money to start with? Let the expert Coach Giani help you do this. From Amazon sales to banner advertising, monetizing your website effectively so every click makes you money. Build an online brand that sells and make money off of your website starting right now. Coach Giani offers comprehensive, simple coaching of how to make money online, how to monetize your website, and come out on top in an arena where everybody's trying to get positioned. Go to CoachGiani.com/cashflow. That's CoachGiani.com/cashflow to get started with making money online. With over 20 years of experience in the real estate game, Cash Now PA is the place to go for buying homes for all cash with no fees, any condition with BBB accreditation. Ray Abood, owner of Cash Now PA, has been helping customers get in and out of homes, creating better spaces for living, and making a difference in local communities with the focus on buying homes, all cash, no fees with any condition. Also be BBB accredited. Visit cashnowpa.com. That's cashnowpa.com to get started. Who is Dealer eProcess? Their support is kick-ass. With a service-first culture, their team of experts live and breathe websites and digital marketing. With the most outstanding leadership team, they've worked on the retail floor. They know how to take the guesswork out of your digital strategy. They offer websites, chat, appraisal tools, digital marketing. Their goal is to present a full turnkey solution to your dealership. They develop their technology using the best research and trends, and they know how to convert traffic into leads. As always, their goal is to give the customer the quickest, easiest car buying experience possible, and they help dealerships dominate the market. You will find no one else in the automotive industry with their experience. It cannot be matched. Dealer eProcess is not your typical vendor. They are your partner. Franchising is listed by Grant Cardone as one of the ways to become a millionaire. Let the experts at FranFinders be with you every step of the way as your partner, finding, buying, selling, and promoting franchises. With over 10 years experience, FranFinders is the company to help get set up with franchising, to help you get set up with owning your own franchise and finding a franchise that's right for you. Visit franfinders.com. That's franfinders.com to get started with your search today. Buying or finding a new home should not be stressful or boring. With over 14 years experience, Good Time Tommy has spent his time building strategies, tips, and content that will help you, the new homeowner or seasoned homeowner, get the best deal for your money. Educate, navigate, and celebrate. Because whether you're buying or selling, you're going to get more traffic to your property promotion on every channel, and watch as Tommy and his team work until you are satisfied. Your new home awaits you with Good Time Tommy and his team. Subscribe, like, and follow at goodtimetommy.com. That's goodtimetommy.com. What we lack can be found. When we lack vision, purpose, and goals, it's truly built upon discovering your excellence. We at Pardom have created a vision workshop where we create and hold an image so strong in your mind, we show you how to live up to your true potential. Find what you've lost or what you've always struggled to find. With a unique motivational style, a unique skill development, we empower others and share knowledge. And we're looking for people to join our team to help create more abundance in your life and in the lives of others. Visit partem.com, that's partem.com, to register and become part of our team. That's partem.com. Leave a mark in your neighborhood with a lasting impression. A professional landscape can deliver that and more. And the man to bring it to you is Steve Griggs. Awarded the National Best of Hows in Client Satisfaction in 2016 with clients such as Dr. Oz and the Palisade Center Mall in West Nyack. Steve Griggs crafts and delivers a brilliant landscape plan, guarantee your backyard oasis at a fair price. This isn't landscape design, this is lifestyle design. For more information, visit stevegrigsdesign.com. That's stevegrigsdesign.com. Opportunity, it's what we live for. Financial freedom is created from opportunity. At Symmetry Financial, we are committed to getting hard workers, talented individuals who love to sell, who love to help others create a strong six-figure income. If you ever wanted to have everything you wanted in life, Symmetry Financial holds the key to get you there. We want you, the top talent, the best in the business, to join our team. Sign up now at sfglife.com/careers. That's sfglife.com/careers right now.